Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Pete Morgan and you're watching my bouncing back save on FM23 with Watford. The idea is to get Watford back into the Premiership and at least to attain the best of the rest position, I guess, for want of a better word. We're back a little bit quicker than I'd intended. Obviously you were here for the 2-1 draws, Bristol City and Sheffield United. We then had international break, World Cup, wasn't it? So we were out for the best part of a month. 12th of the 11th to 10th of the 12th. Yeah, I thought I was right there. I was reading it the wrong way around. So we had one friendly towards the end of that with Girona, which we won 1-0. And then we've just played Preston and phenomenal. Played them off park. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we're back today because we're playing Norwich. Okay, Norwich are leading the championship. They've opened a 5-point gap above us. So this is quite a big game in our season. So we're going to do the Norwich game. Not quite sure, looking at the schedule, what we're going to do next. We could well do the Sunderland game, or we might stretch it out to the Millwall game, so there might be a bit of a gap between games. Just wanted to show you quickly, if you remember when we joined, staffing was really low. We've got good staff now. We're the best coaching team in the division. Our scouting team and our analytical team is coming up together as well. That's what they're working on now. And I just wanted to, responsibilities. The staff, it's all done by technical director and head of youth development and so on. Scouting, that's all done by the scouts. I only do the meetings. Okay, they organise everything. When you have your team meetings or your transfer meetings, they make recommendations on who or how we should scout. I just agree to all of that. Other than that, I don't do anything. And the same with transfers and contracts. A lot of it's done by the backroom staff. If you're a manager of a football club, you cannot do everything. It's impossible. So this is a balance I like. Director of football suggests transfer targets, but then I always make sure I'm the guy that decides whether we sign them or not, because they do bring up some rubbish. They find some stars, but they do bring up some rubbish. And of course, this depends on how good your director of football and that is. So that's where we're at then. So we're sitting, I want to say comfortably, but I don't think we are sitting comfortably in third, if I'm honest, because we've got Blackburn and Sheffield United breathing down our necks, only a point behind after 20 games, and we really do need to get back into the green here and start challenging. You know, we've got the new tactic. We introduced that last episode. We're not changing from that now. It seems to be working. They're playing good football, so I'm not going to drop back. I mean, all it was these were playing deeper and he was playing deeper. So I pushed forward simply to try and make us more competitive. So the team today, Backman in goal. We got Cathcart, Williams, Porteous and Ferreira across the back four with Pepelu and Luze in the midfield. Del Bashiro's just come back from the club after a loan spell, I believe. I can't remember seeing him. He just appeared in the first team, so I'm guessing it must be he's come back off loan or he's been promoted from somewhere or other. And Sarr in the midfield with Espila and João Pedro up front. So I'm being moaned at because I'm not buying enough youth players. I've not got any money, and the youth players cost a pretty packet at the moment. So I do have to try and look at that in the transfer window, I guess. I've got a few players going out. A couple of the oldies are leaving, which will generate a little bit of money. Not sure how we're looking, but we are going to be looking at buying youngsters in this next transfer window. And yeah, it would be nice to get a victory here. We're away at Norwich. They are top of the league and obviously playing very well. It's going to be a difficult game for us, but we will see how we go. It could also be, you know, the game that defines our season. A good result here could set us up nicely for the second half of the season. And that's good play. We boxed him in and we got the goal kick off him, so absolutely brilliant. But this is a worry that it's all Norwich so far. Good crossing, but Williams climbed high. Unfortunately, they always pick up a loose ball and that's deflected off a defender. We're still getting our blocks in. So the defensive line is working as I wanted it to. We're winning all the ball in the air and we're getting a lot of blocks and challenges in, which is how I perceive Championship football to be, that you have to defend like tigers and attack like cheetahs, if you like, because you need to be quick. So that's the idea that we're trying to build here, is a good, strong, solid back four. As quality a midfield as we can get at the moment. We've got no money. It's very difficult to try and make these players suddenly play, and oh dear, and there's a full-back position that is worrying me big time. Ferreira, he's only a youngster, but he is very, very mistake prone. which is a bit of a concern. But Gabriel Sara, again, we deal with the cross no problem at all, and I would expect to see us. Now, this is a worry when they come in off of. So we're very good in the air. We're not so good on the floor at the back. Okay, so the worry is when they come back off. Was that not a goal? I thought they'd scored that. I do apologise. I thought he'd scored. Okay, I'm seeing things. Could have sworn that was a goal, guys, when he ran in. So yeah, as I was saying, we're very good in the air. When people decide that they've got a little bit of footwork about them, it does tend to dazzle our centre halves, and they tend to stand there and just watch them. And that's a good tackle by João Pedro, but yeah, again, we don't win the ball from it. So we put the work in and we get no reward for making a good challenge out wide. The ball just bobbles loose, and it 99 times out of 99.1 times they win the ball back. So there's very little turnover of the ball from tackles, in my opinion. I might be wrong, and I'm entitled to an opinion, but that's how I feel. So Bashiru, the guy that suddenly appeared in my first team squad and is now playing out wide left and doing a really good job, I must say. And what a shot that was! Stung the keeper's palms. Norwich have clung on there, managed to get it away. Yeah, he just appeared. I don't know where he's come from. I haven't signed him. I haven't signed him. I don't know where he's come from. He's just suddenly appeared in my squad last game out, and here he is. So I'm guessing he must have been on loan or injured, and as he wasn't in the first team squad, he doesn't show up. So, or he's been, and that's a beautiful goal by Sarr, putting us 1-0 up away at Norwich. This is a game we need to win. Can't emphasise that enough. We need the points today. Yeah, there is a possibility that he'd been relegated to the under-23s by the previous manager for whatever reason. And on a team meeting, because I do tend to just click and move on the team meetings, they've suggested I put him back in the first team, which I've done, and then he suddenly just appeared there. So that's a possibility. I haven't really, I'm that concentrated on the first team at the moment. I haven't paid a lot of attention to the two youth sides. I know I've had a quick look at potentials when I first signed. And that's lovely play by Asprilla, getting over that Pepelu to João Pedro, out wide to Cathcart. Cathcart's one of those I'll be looking to move on, and that's a lovely ball in. Oh, the keeper made a cracking save. Mr. Gunn is still doing the business for Norwich. I didn't realise he was still playing, unless it's his son or something like that. And a good header, but over the bar. So Blackburn are winning, so they're just below us in the league. So it's not just us winning, it's other results as well, that we do need the teams around us to start dropping points, not only when they're playing us. So and that's a lovely ball in for João Pedro. He's got to put this away surely. And did that go in off the post? I think it did. It looked to me, with my eyesight as it is, as though it had hit Asprilla and went in, but I'm guessing it missed him and went in off the post, because a goal's been given. There's no offside. And yeah, perhaps I should have had 2 coffees this morning before putting this on and woken up properly. But here we go, we're up to second. That's a cracking result, but more importantly, I don't care if we stay third or fourth today. Well, third, we can't go to fourth if we win, I wouldn't have thought, unless they score. No, they can't, they're points behind us. And this is a worry, and that's over the top. Yeah, I don't mind staying third. It's all about closing the gap to Norwich today. So that's what we're doing at the moment. We're 2-0 up, 36 minutes gone. Again, we're clearing the ball from the back. And another deep ball into the back post, which they've won this time, but the keeper makes the catch. And yeah, Backman just seems to be a little bit more, what's the word I want? Tidy in his goalkeeping. With the other guy, and I thought that was going to bounce to us there. With the other guy, there was a possibility that, although that was a simple catch, he might have just pushed it up in the air and made it a 50-50 ball for the defenders and the attackers coming in. So, and I'm going to shut up, because normally when I praise somebody like that, the footballing gods show me just how little I know, and he makes a mistake. But that was a good save, near post. It was sneaking in. QPR beating Millwall. And again, we've added that clear, and João Pedro picks up the ball now. don't give it away. And this is looking good. Nobody else is coming up with him, and a little bit of a softball bat, but we've kept possession. We're 2-0 up. We're playing well. We're absolutely not dominating like I thought we might, or hope we might. Possession-wise, we're absolutely strolling it, aren't we? So that's obviously the team talk. Always have a look at that, guys, because your team talk genuinely needs to reflect the game. You can't say that, yeah, we're creating more chances when obviously we aren't. Just another tip in my Bible of hints and tips for this game. As I see it, some of them people will disagree with because they find different, and it's fine. But here's Sarr into Pepelu back to Cathcart back to Sarr, Cathcart back to Williams. Reece Williams, what a signing he's been. I don't want to say too much because you know how it works. He hasn't made a mistake since we signed him. He's been absolutely awesome at the back. His fitness is struggling. He is probably be okay now today because we've had the best part of a month off. But when we're playing 2 or 3 games a week, his fitness struggles. He does become jaded rather quickly. But I am more than happy with this. And if we don't let a goal in here, I'm going to praise the guys because we're 2-0 up. Bachmann with a fantastic leaping save to his right. Got up, turned it round a post. And he wants to leave because he's not playing first team football, and that was sort of the wake up call for me. Again, on one of the team meetings, somebody said that I should be changing him from cup goalkeeper to first team keeper to better reflect his contribution to the team. So I thought, well, let's try him then. And I can't argue, this is his second or third game with the friendly, I guess, and he's been absolutely fantastic. Oh, and that's... Oh, I hate... Oh, did we get it? No, they've got it. I can't believe he did that, but hey-ho. And this is Norwich now on the attack. We need to keep solid here, guys. We need to keep solid, and this is the worry if they play it about a bit. But the defender got in, and again, you see, this is what frustrates me. We made the tackle, we won the ball, and it bobbles out. I suppose that happens in real life, so maybe I'm having an uncalled for rant. Doesn't make it any easier to swallow, for sure. So it's 2-1, just after I praised the guys. So here we go, Sarr, and that's a lovely ball into the box. If he can get there, he did, and that's going to be a penalty, referee. I didn't think it was, but we will take it. To restore our 2-goal lead, I will praise the guys immediately that we get this in. Oh, Sarr, that is what we want. Absolute fantastic finish. Just as Norwich thought they had a way back into this game, we've snuffed it out beautifully. I thought we were lucky to get the penalty. I think a lot of the penalties, but it's the graphics, isn't it? In fairness, you can't really blame too much on it because the game is absolutely fantastic. It's an awesome game, isn't it? Let's be honest. So we're going to put Kalu out wide for it. Trying to rest a few players, João Pedro or Asprilla. Asprilla hasn't scored today, but he is injured and he's not 100% fit, and so we're going to move Kalu there. And as you can see, the problem I got is I don't have depth. That's okay then, perhaps Asprilla will stay on, and it's better if I pick the players I want to play. Holt, I want to get him in. He's going to replace Williams. Kayembe plays midfield. I want him on for Luza. Kone plays midfield for Pepelu. And I think that's it. 4 will do for now. We wait for injuries. So yeah, I do need to get some youth players that are able to come on 3-1 up and develop a bit. I'm really struggling with that part of the save at the moment. Yeah, the coaching, although the coaching staff is up together, the recruitment staff, as you've seen in the page I brought up briefly, we're still not the best in the league for scouting. So we do, as we get that together, then the players that come through to me will be better. At the moment, I'm sort of, let's be honest, we're like 15th in the league for scouting, so we're not going to have the best players being scouted, are we? So that's what we're looking at. And this is a lovely play again. Oh, just wide, another corner. And this is what's frustrating. Norwich romping away at the top of the league, and we really are putting them to the sword today. We're 3-1 up. Make that a good save. I thought we were going to go 4-1 up there on a near post corner, but we don't score many of those now all of a sudden. I did tweak it a bit in the last save, and I'll be honest, I've just uploaded those set plays to this save, so the tweaks should still be there, and you won't see my centre half scoring 30 goals apiece like they were at AC Milan and Blackburn. And here we go, over the top now. Asprilia's onto that with his pace. A lovely ball. Oh, go away, referee. Go away. That was quality football. We've just been robbed. No, we haven't. I thought we had, but Asprilia had straight offside. What a bit of play, though. What a piece of play. Deserved a goal from that. Kayembe with a free kick, and the keeper's made a good catch there. So, 10 minutes left. Playing really, really well. Asprilla again. Keeper's just catching practice, isn't it, for the keeper at the moment? But all of the highlights are up the right end, aren't they? And here we go again. That's funny how we win everything in our box and can't win a thing in theirs. And Norwich have got quite a few good players in, haven't they? And this is what I mean. Once they start splaying it around, we are in trouble. And again, we get him, make the thank you to Porteous there for getting back and making that. Because we made the initial tackle, and the ball just spun out. Oh no, we can't be doing that. Please don't ask Porteous. Just done a fantastic bit of play. And then, it was Kayembe, not Porteous. I take that back. And Puku isn't going to miss from there, is he? Puki, whatever his name is. He isn't going to miss from there. So it's 3-2. Please don't throw this away. It's been such a fantastic performance. And we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Now we're going to pick that up, and we're not. He stopped running. If he'd have sprinted for that, we'd have kept that in. Had a good attack down the wing, crossed it in and scored a goal. Kone again, get it out. That's the Asprilla now plays a lovely ball to João Pedro. If he'd fed that on, we were through. We're digging our feet in there, and Kone's come away with the ball. Kone, he's through, but slots it wide. It's a corner ball. Clock is on 86 minutes. Surely we're not going to come away with just a point from a performance like this. And Asprilla, that's my boy. Take your time. And it's punch clear. And it's back for another corner. Camera's dragging a little bit, guys. I do apologise for that. And again, Kalu now winding the clock down. We're to 87 minutes. Every second is like a minute here. Come on. And that's a good catch for Gunn. Again, a centre half wins that. Kalu just got pushed out to that. And oh dear, we're in trouble unless he gets there. He has. Holt's got it. Get it away. Long ball upfield. That's a cracking pass from defence. Now that's how they're set up to defend, believe it or not. No nonsense. Get the ball and kick it clear. And I thought he was going to find a corner there. As soon as the highlight ends, I'm going to make my final substitution because we have got a lot of players struggling here. I want to get Serralta on, and he is going to replace Porteous so that we've got a little bit of freshness just in that centre defensive positions. There's no tiredness causing us issues. Kone back to Kayembe, João Pedro, Asprilla, Kone, Deli Bashiru, Kayembe, Kone. Come on, guys. And a loose ball, but we've managed to pick the poorly controlled by Norwich, and we managed to pick the loose ball up there. Asprilla, Kone, lovely bit of possession football from us, which we're not renowned for. But I'll take it today. We're 94 minutes. Time is up, referee. Blow the whistle. And it's getting a little bit... But what a way to finish the game. This is how you control it, guys. Absolutely fantastic. If they haven't got the ball, they can't score a goal. And there you go. Whistle goes. End of game. What a result. 3-2. Flattered Norwich, if I'm honest. Although, looking at the chances, they did come into it more second half. Dominated possession as that last couple of minutes showed. Happy puppy. Happy puppy. What a result. So that is outstretched arms And yeah, that should have brought the gap down to 2 again. 3, because Norwich have lost, but West Brom have won. So we actually literally handed West Brom a hiding at the start of the season, and here they are, top of the table. We're on 45, which is good. So we're there. We've closed the gap. That's what we would expect. Right then, guys, I'm going to go away. I'm going to play Sunderland and Reading off camera because they're 15th and 16th respectively. Welcome back. We're back today. Then we're playing Millwall, who are 9th in the Championship. Since you were with us, you said us beat Sunderland 3-2, Norwich 3-2, sorry. We've then gone on a bit of a winning spree. We've beaten Sunderland 2-0, Reading 3-0, Preston 2-0. We've been pretty sound. Norwich, however, since we thrashed them 3-2, and the 3-2 flattered them, I think, on the game. That's my opinion. They then went off and lost their next 2 games, so we've gone from being 5 points behind them to 4 points ahead of them over the last 3 games, and we both won our 3rd game there. We're sitting comfortable now-ish in 2nd place. We're playing really well, so fingers crossed that's just going to continue today. As you can see, big game build-up, and here we go. We're straight in with a couple of injuries. João Pedro, he's been fantastic up front this season. He's injured, so he's out. He's not even going to make the starting lineup. And Pepelou's been absolutely fantastic since joining the team. He's injured as well, so we're going to just swap him out. I've got a few players leaving in the transfer window, which isn't a bad thing. Chowdhury's not fit. Why is that? That's okay, because Kone can cover that if need be. We start with Kone. Sorry, guys. Was caught out a little bit there with injuries, and I'm going to go with Kone. Wasn't expecting that with Chowdhury being injured. He wasn't showing in the midweek, or I didn't think he was anyway. So anyway, Backman's back in goal today. He's had a cold, so he's been out for 3 days. Then we've got Ngakia right back. Reason being, Mr. Cathcart's decided he wants to leave. He's refused to sign a new contract. He's a bit old for us anyway. He's at 33, so there's no value in playing him. Although he's been playing very well, he's probably going to leave in January or at least at the end of the season. So then, yeah, it's Ngakia, Williams, Porteous and Ferreira across a back 4. This back 5 has been absolutely awesome all season. Luza and Kone today, covering for the injured Pepelu. It is Pepelu, isn't it? I still struggle with the names Pepelu, yeah. Deli Bashiru, he's untouchable there at the moment, and Sarr out wide with Esprilla and Aruja up front for the injured João Pedro. We've been playing absolutely fantastic, guys. It's going really well. I do need some transfers. I haven't got much depth for certain positions. I haven't got any money. That's going to make it interesting. My scouting is now coming up together, so we are getting, or should start to see some really good quality players. Potential is best in the league. Current ability, not quite there yet, but the potential is the one we're interested in, if I'm honest. So yeah, here we go. We're at home against Millwall. Full house. It's a big game. We're going to also keep an eye on the West Brom game. I don't know who they're playing today. I never thought to look. But yeah, if we carry on the way we've been playing, guys, you are in for a treat. I've managed a lot of teams over the years in Football Manager, and Watford aren't one of those teams that can honestly say I don't think I've ever managed Watford in any format of this game before. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. The football they're playing, I thought it was going to have to be like gung-ho, a little bit like Kloppy at the start when he first came to Liverpool. We were going to let a lot of goals in, but we were going to have to go for it and try and outscore the opposition. We're playing teams off a park. The football, the possession football and the movement, I really can't believe how well we're playing it, and because of that I'm actually tweaking some of the tactics as we go, like before where it was just get the ball in the box all the time. And in fact, I haven't changed it again. I've changed it for the last 3 or 4 games as we're playing. That was a good effort. I've actually changed that now to work the ball into the box, because if we're playing that well, that we're able to play the ball about and work it into the box. So I will actually pause and do that now, because I know I haven't set it up. So it's in possession. I've got it, smash the ball in as soon as we can. Another thing we've done now is we're going overlapping with the fullbacks, because they're actually getting forward and playing really, really well. So yeah, it's coming together nicely. We're now going to get thrashed by Millwall. You're aware of that, aren't you? It's always the same when I say we're doing something, and this is big. This is big here, guys. Cardiff are beating West Brom 1-0. We've got Cardiff next. I very nearly didn't do this game. And there's another cracking block from a defender, and then we make the second header and Kone comes raring forward with it. This is why I put him in the midfield, is because he does drive forward, and that's why I nearly didn't put him in the midfield, because his finishing, his final pass is a letdown. And they're in and they've scored. Oh dear. Okay, these things happen. We will encourage the team. We're better than Millwall. We did beat Millwall at the start of the save. Doesn't mean a lot now, because a lot has happened since then. We've had a transfer window and we've got another one opening up tomorrow. And Vogelsammer there with a beautiful header. Disappointing, especially because West Brom are losing, which maybe deflects the fact that it's at the moment, but I'm confident. I'm still confident. I was going to say at the moment it doesn't really matter if we lose, because West Brom are losing. Worked a nice gap there, but didn't really get any purchase on the shot, so it was just a pass to the goalkeeper, really. Disappointed that we lost a header. We don't concede a lot in the box. Oh, and now Batchman, he's Mr. Reliable. But I have now upgraded him from cup keeper to first team keeper. Rangers are sniffing around from Scotland. They want to sign him, which has turned his head a little bit, because he's moaned that I refused the transfer. They offered like 1.5 million, I think it was, and I turned it down, and he's up in arms about it. So we've agreed that if they come back and offer something like that, that's better. Normal service resumed. The worry for me is if Rangers now come back and offer, we've agreed on 2.2 million, I think, I've got to let him go. I really don't want to, but I'm going to have to let him go, because I've decided that I can't remember his name already. Okan, something like that. Odin's the name of me dog. Okai. It was Okai, wasn't it? It's the other goalkeeper, and I really at first I thought it was an adventure, and then it dawned on me that there was no way I was going to get promotion with him between the sticks, and the keeper's made a good save there. I think it was going wide. Good save in the fact that it gives us a corner. We do have a chance to score from this, although we haven't been scoring very many from corners, and again we're out jumped at the front post, which, when you think how good we are at the back, it's a little bit concerning that we're not very good up the other end when we get the chance of ball in the box, and they've managed to scuffle that clear. It would be nice to get back on equal terms before half time. Sheffield United losing as well, another big result for us. I'd like to see Norwich drop points as well if we're going to, and here we are, we're in trouble now, and it looks like Millwall have realised our weakness is across the floor, but again the defender gets the block in, and now we've gone long. Asprilla, now can he get it and drive it into the box? Come on, and that's it. A lovely ball in for Kone. Kone takes it on his left foot, and finishing's not his strong part. A little bit of a this morning, the weather's changed, and so 1-0 down. Always happens, doesn't it, when I've said how well we're playing and then I decide to video a game. You don't see any of that, which is a concern. Ngakia. Loser. Back to Ngakia. Ngakia now. Forward to Sar. Sar back to Luzo. I thought Kone there hit his heels, and he hurried the pass, which then put Arujo around. That's a sprint. Not quite clicking at the moment, is it? So half time at 1-0 down at half time was what I was trying to say. So we need to have a little bit of a go here, because we really do need to. We can't be throwing away a game like this. Backman in goal. I'm really concerned that he's down and pressurised. We can't do an individual now either, so that's okay. So we do an individual shout here now. And hope that bucks him up a little bit. And it looks to have. That's better. So, Norwich are winning, so they seem to have got over their little bit of a blip after losing to us. We need to now demand more. We need to be winning this game, and here you go, Arujo's got it. We're missing Sarr, aren't we, if I'm honest? He does get down, not Sarr, who is it, Pedro? I'm terrible with name, guys, as you can tell. João Pedro, isn't it, that I'm missing? Sarr had a cold as well, by the way, in the midweek, so that's probably why I thought he wasn't available, and it was him. It's João Pedro. Sarr drives it in, back to Deli Chabu, and we're 1-0. That is a big goal for us at the moment. Big goal. That gets us back on equal terms. 1-0. Come on, lads. It would be nice to win this game. It really would. Sarr out wide. Drives the ball into the box, and the new guy there, well, I say new guy because he is, it's off the goalkeeper's shoulder. Still have no idea really where he suddenly appeared from. I'm sure he wasn't in the team up until I said, well, I would have seen him before, wouldn't I, if he had been. And since he did appear, he's been ever present. So, time for some changes. So, Suriata's going to come on for Ngaki, who's not fit. Ngaki Chowdhury now, we know he's not 100%, but he can now come on and replace Louza. And I'm going to leave Kone. Actually, doesn't look that bad. It's this guy I was getting. Sa is struggling. We give Matthias Martins a go out wide there. I don't think we could get Kalu on for him. And then I'd like to give... I don't want to change. I'm going to change Williams. So I'm trying to get my players on and loan players out whenever I get the opportunity. So it's 1-0, 70 odd minutes gone. We're going to demand more again. We're going to go attacking. This is Millwall. It's not an easy game, but I do want to win it. We're at home, and I think we're good enough to win it. We will soon see. I may have just thrown it away by going attacking against a team that's sort of loitering around the playoff area. But we're in there, and again, that's good challenging by Kanu, and Kone now drives it forward to Asprilla. That's offside. Waste of time. Offside. Frustrating. And 85 minutes. It's going to fizzle out as 1-1, isn't it, guys? Not the ideal result. Doesn't really matter about always pressing in the 93rd minute. We need to be winning this, which we have, and it's a nicely cushioned header out to Kone. Now, Kone needs to get his head down. He's gone long, and the ref's blown the whistle. So, 1-1 to finish this episode off with. Disappointing. That's going to put us... Yeah, we weren't. Simple as that. We should have won that game, and what we've done is we've allowed Norwich to close the gap back up to 2 points, and West Brom lost as well. Oh, West Brom got back and drew. So, it could have been worse, I guess. So, when are we coming back? So, we've got a nice easy FA Cup tie, guys. Can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but it's a non-league team in Maidstone. So, we're not going to do that. We're probably going to come back around Blackburn, Birmingham, Middlesbrough, West Brom. It's got to be the West Brom, hasn't it? Blackburn 4th. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do Blackburn, West Brom. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Quick look at the table. Just to reiterate, we are second after 25 games, so we're over halfway through the season now. Don't forget to leave us a like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time for a bit more of the same. Thank you. Take care.